Hi everyone. I want to go over some tips and tricks with math editors that are associated with word processing programs. Now I'm using this OpenOffice program. It's very similar to OpenOffice, but it's a free piece of software that's made by Apache. I don't have Microsoft Word, so this will have to do. The interface for OpenOffice equation editing is very similar to that of Microsoft Word, so this should help you Word users out there. And then, of course, since this software is free, you can certainly download it and decide to use this if you want. So the equation editor in OpenOffice is called Math, and so I've opened a Math window here, and on my other screen I want to bring in, this is a wiki for the math commands. So I just googled OpenOffice math commands, and I get this wiki, and this shows me all of the commands that I can have. So this is in this column, this is what will get displayed. This is the command, and this is the operation. So for example, plus minus, if I want the plus minus symbol, I type plus minus, for example, 1. So I think something that would be very useful for you guys, you can see there's a lot of stuff here, would be a matrix. So let me find a matrix. Here it is. Okay, so a matrix. Here's the code that you need for a matrix. So I'm just going to copy this, and I'll minimize this window. I'm going to paste it down here, and you can see up here I get my matrix. Now, of course, I can change it and put numbers in. And one of the nice things about this is you instantly see what it is that you've typed. Now, suppose I wanted to do a 3x3 matrix. Well, I can see what the format is here, so I can just follow that format. And there you have it. And now I never need to worry about this again. I've got a 3x3 matrix here. One thing that I could do is I could maybe have a notepad or a Word document or something like that off to the side, where every time I do something like this, a 3x3 matrix, I just copy it and paste it in there, so that now I've got it. So I never have to worry about typing this or copying it from the wiki page again. I've got it in my document. I can just bring it in, copy it in from the document into my equation editor, and that should save a lot of time. Now, of course, this matrix doesn't have any brackets, so let's see about that. Let's find the brackets. Now, if I just wanted to do a square bracket, you can see I just used the square bracket, and I will get, that's what I'll get. So let's try that. It's not going to work, because this is a matrix, so I'll show you how to make it work. Oops. Okay, suppose I just came up to the top here and put in the left square bracket, and then I close it with the right square bracket. Well, they're not big enough. They're only one character high, and I want it to span the whole matrix. So let's see what can help me here. Well, here's a scalable round bracket. If I add the word left before a left bracket and right before a right bracket, I get a scalable bracket. So let's see how that works. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. And now, suppose now I want to multiply this by a vector. Well, here I have what looks like pretty much exactly what I need. So I'm just going to copy this in. I've pasted it in. And of course this multiplication doesn't work because I need to have three rows in order for this multiplication to be legal. Let's put some numbers in here. Oops. Okay, so now I've got a matrix multiplying a vector, and it's going to equal a vector, right? So how many times are we going to have to type something like this, right? Many times we'll use this type of a structure here where we have a matrix multiplied by a vector equal to a vector. So I can just copy this whole thing, put it in a document somewhere, label it, you know, matrix times vector, and now every time I need to do that for my homework, I can just bring this in and change the numbers to what they are, and that should save a lot of time. Okay, so that's basically the general idea of what I wanted to show you. Is instead of using things up here where I'm doing a lot of point and clicking and using the drop down menus, instead I'm using the internet, and I am using the actual code that is associated with getting what I want to come up in the editor display. Now of course any of these math files that I create, I can save them and then just put them into the text document. I can do that in OpenOffice. You can do that in Microsoft Word as well. So I encourage you guys to work in the equation editor like this. Do it like I showed you. Use the online help. You don't have to type very much. Copy and paste things in. Take things that you use a lot, save them, so that you can reuse them. Hopefully that saves you guys a lot of time. Remember, if you have any questions about any type of equation editors that you're using, whether it be something like this, you know, Word, Office type equation editor, or those of you that are trying to learn LaTeX, post questions in the discussion boards, and I'm happy to help you with your code, get it running. Also, if you guys find some neat things that are helpful that you think your classmates might use, feel free to just post snippets of code into the discussion board and label them what they do so that everyone can use them. Okay, I hope that helps, and have a good night.